Hey guys, what's up? Let's Talk Techno here, and today I'm going to do a review on the iPhone XR. Right off the bat, I'm doing a review on this to see if it's really still worth it in 2020. And right off the bat, let's look at some specs. So as we can see, this is an iPhone XR. This phone came out in late 2020, around September to October. Not 2020, I mean 2018, sorry. And some specs are actually pretty good. Now, what really is pretty impressive about this phone is that it's actually Apple's cheapest smartphone with a notch, which is pretty cool. Now, looking at the processor, we have an Apple A12 with 6 cores, and we also have 3 gigabytes of RAM. Where's that? RAM right here. 3 gigabytes of RAM, and this one, I believe, has 64 gigabytes of storage. Yep. So it's not exactly 64 gigabytes, but that's pretty good. Battery is almost 3,000 milliamp hours, and yeah. So what I really like about this phone is what I really like about it is, well, first of all, the design of the phone. Now this is an honor box case, but I really like the design of it. I just love the camera placement, everything. It has a really good weight to it, even with the case. It's a little bulky though with the case, but yeah. So this phone is pretty popular where I live, and that's pretty cool. Yeah. And so something that I find kind of weird about this phone is, see that pixel density right there, 326 ppi? That's actually the same pixel density like the iPhone 4, what came out almost 4 years ago. And that's kind of crazy, but that seems kind of disappointing because, I mean, if you're getting a new phone like this, even though it's been around for like 18 months at this point, about, you would expect something higher. That's what I don't really like about this phone because of the pixel density. If it was maybe like 1080p or something, I wouldn't really complain, but this is between 720p and 1080p, so it's between HD and HD plus, so it's probably like HD plus and a half or something. I have no idea. The aspect ratio is pretty cool. What I really like about this phone the most is probably the performance. Now, an Apple A12, I mean, sure, it's not the newest chipset. We have the A13 as of right now, and but I still have to say this phone is really worth it if you want a good Apple experience. Even with all these apps I have on it, it doesn't slow down at all. And I would highly recommend this phone to anybody who wants an Apple device. As such, if you want something that's, I mean, if you want something that's better, I would go for the XS Max, even the iPhone 11, but I mean, the 11 Pro Max and stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't go with that, even the 11 Pro or something. I'm not too sure what, I think it's like 11 like Max, or I know it's 11 Pro. I wouldn't go for that. I would still go for this because this is an amazing phone. And I mean, the difference between the iPhone 11 and 11 XR is just because maybe the camera and the processor, but and some of the features. But that's kind of it because I mean, this has the same design language and stuff just because the cameras. And I'd say this phone is really worth the money for $600 that retails for right now. You could probably get a used one for about maybe like 500, maybe 450. But still, I would highly recommend this one to people who want an iPhone. You just, if you want to get into iPhones and stuff and, get in that atmosphere. Um, yes, so it's worth it. The only thing that kind of bugs me is the screen, but you can't really tell. I mean, if you zoom in, you probably can't even see the pixels, but you can. Oh, yeah, but that doesn't really bug me that much. It does kind of, but if you think about it, but you don't really notice. And on YouTube, what I find pretty fascinating about this phone is, well, it's what I was talking about is that it's not full 1080p. Let me turn that down a little bit. But it still displays on YouTube, and other phones don't do that. Right there. And hope I don't get copyrighted for this. But yeah, so I'm really happy with this phone. This has been my daily driver for about the past 4 months now. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my very first video on this channel, so there's some cringe to this. There's some cringe factor. But anyways, hope you guys like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye, guys.